get ready. In today's video, we're going to count down some of our favourite secrets found in Disneyland Park. Disneyland California has a rich history, being one of the first theme parks ever in America. Since its grand opening in 1955, this original park has accumulated a number of secrets over the years. These often encompass Easter eggs to fans, specific design choices, and even operational methods that help maintain the majesty of the park. Disney parks are always chock full of these secrets, so it's only fitting that we look at the park that started them all. Get ready. Number 6. Dianoga in the water fountain. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is the newest land found in Disneyland. And like every other land in the park, this area is full of its secrets and hidden references. One of our favourites has to be the inclusion of a Dianoga in the water tank. If you're a fan of the original trilogy, you'll definitely get this reference. During a pivotal scene in A New Hope, Luke, Han and Chewbacca are locked in the Death Star's trash compactor. A one-eyed creature known as a Dianoga is seen swimming amongst the rubbish in the compactor. If you find that you're thirsty while you're in the Black Spire outpost, take a trip over to the water fountains. However, above the fountain is a sign in Arabic that reads, "This water is not safe to consume for most life forms. Please drink with caution." Obviously it's actually fine, but you know, theming. As you go to take a sip from the fountain, you might just see a Dianoga has taken residence inside the water tank. Secrets found in Disneyland often include these subtle references, and it's such a special treat when you're one of the people that gets to find them. Number 5. Mickey's Toontown Interactions. The whole area of Mickey's Toontown is covered in its own secrets. This is probably the most interactive area of the whole park, so no Disneyland secrets list is complete without it. No straight lines were used in the design of this part of the park. This gives the area its signature cartoon aesthetic. Take a look the next time you're there, everything is curved, giving it a hand-drawn feel. You might also notice that this method was also used in another park that also featured a cartoon kind of aesthetic. We'll leave a link down in the description below so you can check that one out too. In addition to this, many of the manhole covers featured in the land also have cartoonish effects. When you step on them, they make various noises. For example, the ones found around the central fountain all make different musical instrument noises. The covers indicate what instrument you'll hear, including violin, trumpet, and drums. You might hear these noises but not know where they're coming from, so just take a look below your feet, there's a chance that you're probably stepping on one. Number 4. Hidden Cheshire Cat. The Cheshire Cat is a prominent character in Alice in Wonderland. The cat is capable of invisibility and often disappears without notice. Cheshire Cat features throughout many parts of Fantasyland, often in various hiding spots. But there's one spot in particular that many won't even notice or even see. Next to the Mad Tea Party is the Mad Hatter shop. If you make your way towards the back where the cash registers are, you'll see a big mirror. The mirror features another character from the story, the Caterpillar. Once in a while though, the mirror will glow and reveal the Cheshire Cat in the glass. This can be sometimes difficult to see depending on the lighting and the angle in the shop. By the time you point out the appearance to a friend, he's probably already gone and you're just going to look crazy. This is a nice reference to the original story though, and it's also a perfect example of how Disney further conveys their storytelling through these specific little secrets found in their parks. Number 3. Jungle Cruise Water. As originally pointed out at the start of this video, sometimes secrets are not just for the guest, but also to help operate the park. This often helps provide an illusion and immerse the guests into the story being told by their surroundings. An example of this is the water found in the Jungle Cruise attraction. This is a particularly muddy brown colour, giving it a very specific adventurous tone. The colour helps convey the fact that you're not in a pristine, chemically treated river, but actually on a cruise through some dense jungle in a faraway land. In reality, the water itself should actually be crystal clear. Disney actually adds specific dyes to the water to help give it this murky look. This not only helps with the theming, but also helps cover up the track and animatronics found in the ride. Yes, unfortunately the boats aren't really sailing down a jungle river with live animals, but by changing the colour of the water, it certainly helps create that illusion. Number 2. Disneyland Cats. Did you know that Disneyland is home to a whole group of feral cats? The legend goes that a group of wild cats originally inhabited Sleeping Beauty Castle. When it was decided that the castle would feature a walkthrough attraction, the cats were evicted. But the cats actually served a purpose, so some were kept within the park. The irony is, the cats play an important role in pest control. They help keep the rodent level down to a minimum. Kind of ironic when you think about it because it's a whole park based around a mouse, but anyway. The company has a symbiotic relationship with the cats. They roam free at night when the park is empty and go back into hiding during the day. Disney actually have feeding stations in various parts of the park for them. They've grown a bit of a cult following and now even have their own Instagram page. It's currently estimated that there are around 200 cats living on Disneyland property. If you spot a cat on your next visit, they're most likely a pet of the Disney company itself. This is definitely one of the cutest secrets that you'll find in Disneyland. Number 1. Patrick Begorra. It wasn't the city of Anaheim that originally signed off on the construction of Disneyland. It was actually a leprechaun named Patrick Begorra. This tale features in the Little Man of Disneyland book, originally published in 1955, written by Jane Werner. Patrick lived in one of the many orange trees that made up the groves where Disneyland currently stands. When Mickey, Donald and Goofy showed up to build Disneyland, they didn't realise Patrick actually lived there. Patrick later gave them permission to build the park as long as he can have a tree to live in. As part of the 60th anniversary, Patrick's home was built in the trunk of a tree found at Adventureland. Above the entrance to Indiana Jones' Adventure is a sign connected to a tree. If you follow this branch that holds up the sign, you can connect it back to a trunk of a tree. At the base of this tree is a miniature door and chimney. This is Patrick's own home as described in the story. The next time you're in Disneyland, take the time out to visit Patrick's home and thank him. Without him, we wouldn't have the park that we love today. And now you're ready for your next visit. These are just a few examples of our favourite secrets that you can find at Disneyland. There's about a million others, so I know we're missing a few. Leave a comment down below and let us know what your favourite secret is that you can find at Disneyland. And again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more weekly content.